The 2011 Academy Award nominees for Best Picture are The Artist, The Descendants, Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close, The Help, Hugo, Midnight in Paris, Moneyball, The Tree of Life, and Warhorse.
I am really excited to be on today's show.
Are you really excited about being on today's
I'm
show?
so excited, and I just can't hide it.
Okay.
And that is because we're here to discuss the Academy Award nominations for Best Picture for 2011. What I want to start off talking about is the movie that I think should win Best Picture, and of course it's The Descendants, starring George Clooney. This is what a Best Picture should be. It is a convergence of brilliant acting and directing, writing, and editing. And either I was having an allergy attack or I was trying not to cry at the end of the movie. And
You're
you
such a
guys,
softie.
I am a softie when it comes to The Descendants. And of course I have to call out George Clooney. This is one of the best acting roles he's ever had, and that's saying quite a bit when you think about Syriana and Up in the Air and Michael Clayton, some really fantastic movies that he's carried.
Caught her with a guy. What does that mean?
I was on my way to swim in the Black Point pool with Brandy, and suddenly I see Mom and some douchebag walking into a house.
Just some guy. It could be anybody.
And he had his hand on her ass.
Now, to change gears, of course, the picture I think will win is The Artist. So here it is a few weeks out from the Oscars, and clearly the front runner and everyone's darling is The Artist. It has won the PGA Award for Best Picture. It is certainly being heavily pushed in all of its campaigns for Best Picture.
For me, a Best Picture film is a film that has all of the elements of filmmaking working together very well. It's a
Agreed.
very well-rounded film. Above all else, it's really clear about its purpose. There are some films that were really overlooked this year, I think. I go all the way back to February of last year, and I think about a little film called Win-Win. It's starring Paul Giamatti. But for me, my pick,
For the should win,
I have to go with you. It's The Descendants. It is not the kind of film that blows a very loud horn and announces its arrival, but instead you have in it these amazing performances, as you mentioned. You have this incredible story, and then you have the director, Alexander Payne, who has these nice poetic touches and really works well with music and light and performance and production design, and he just orchestrates it all, and then he kind of steps into the background. My prediction, however, is The Artist. It's a very safe choice. It makes people feel like they're kind of cosmopolitan, and there is this nostalgic longing that's going on with several of this year's Best Picture nominations, and I think The Artist probably does that best in both form and content.
and it is very safe because it's not political.
Right.
It doesn't have any particular agenda that it's trying to get across. And it's a story we've seen and have been told 1,000 times. It's essentially A Star is Born.
Right. Don't get me wrong, there are some beautiful flourishes in this film.
Absolutely.
It is a beautiful, beautiful film. However, it is like cotton candy. It's pretty to look at and it tastes real sweet, but once it's gone, it's gone.
It's gone.
For me, the wild card, dark horse here is The Help. However, I think that there are some people who feel that a vote for The Help becomes a vote for this Disney-fied version of racism, and so I think that that may make people skittish.
Well, you know, without a Best Director nomination, I think it's going to need a lot of help to take home the ultimate prize. My should win, and I think The Descendants is a great pick. And had the film that I'm picking not been nominated, I think I would have gone with The Descendants.
Okay.
But because it was nominated, surprisingly, I'm going to have to go with The Tree of Life, which has a snowball's chance in hell of taking Best Picture. I mean, it's been off the radar
Chance in hell.
since the Palme d'Or. It won the Palme d'Or back in early summer, but it hasn't picked up any momentum. It got no nominations for the PGA or the DGA or the Golden Globes. It's the most visually majestic movie out there this year. No one in Hollywood or anywhere is trying to make a film the way Terrence Malick is trying to make A Tree of Life. It's a wonderful film. I would love to see it get more, clout than it's been getting. That being said, will win. I'm going to go with Extremely Loud and Incredibly Close. No, I'm going to have
Wow, my heart.
I, of course, have to look at the precursors. and all the awards with the DGA win and the PGA win and the Golden Globe win, I have to pick the artist.
Yep.
Certainly it's the nostalgic factor. It's the fact that Hollywood wants to honor nostalgia in every way it can. The two most nominated pictures this year are The Artist, and the one with the most nominations is Hugo. So it is about old classic filmmaking. This would be the first silent film to win Best Picture since the very first Best Picture winner back in 1928, which was Wings. So I think Hollywood just wants to get on board that artist train.
Well, we've all had our say, and now it's time for us to make our predictions. So David, you start.
As we've discussed, The Artist is a wonderfully nostalgic movie, and my prediction for the Oscar Best Picture.
With wins at the Producers Guild and the Directors Guild and the Golden Globes, I think The Artist is going to go all the way to Oscar glory. It's my prediction.
In a lackluster year, I think this is the safe choice. So my prediction for the Oscar win for 2011 is The Artist.
Well, it sounds like we don't have any disagreement here.
Certainly not.
We all think The Artist will take the Best Picture Oscar on Sunday, February 26th.
Cheers to that.
All right.